Hello, so this video is about the Oroville Dam and the possibility that the dam was built to fail at a certain date, um, and why it was built and why was it failed to build at a certain date. So if you notice the map of California, it corresponds to the Eye of Horus design. And in the Eye of Horus, when you overlay that into the Central Valley and the San Francisco Bay, the eyeball looks like the goat head god Baphomet that these Satanists worship. So let's say the Eye of Horus was a map. If you are using an overflight technology, and that map would lead you to, this area. What is the significance of this area in California? It's the gold rush. The ancients placed value on gold for religious reasons. So so then you get into, okay, so that looks like the demon head of Baphomet, and this Eye of Horus is really a treasure map, so to speak. If you look at the map where the Auburn Dam is and the Oroville Dam, they are the water source for the sluice box, the gold mining. And the Auburn Dam failed. They built it. They left it there as a dirt dam to fail at a certain time. And if you notice the Oroville Dam, it is built the same way the Auburn Dam was. So the Oroville Dam, the license to operate the Oroville Dam, the license expired about 10 years ago, and they've been extending the license. These things are built by some sort of satanic ritual group. Maybe they think they're going to feed their god with gold or water or sacrifice. All of us that happen to live in these areas to their gods are going to sacrifice us. At this age, maybe it's their golden age of the satanic worshiping cults. So there's a history with Baphomet. And this is, if that doesn't blow your mind, wait till you hear this, right? So a lot of you esoteric people could probably knew all that information. And then other groups from other esoteric groups could probably know this other information about Baphomet. When some of the apostles went to go rescue John the Baptist, who was the cousin of Jesus, they got there too late and the Romans had executed John the Baptist. So they rode away with his body and his skull. They beheaded John the Baptist, the Romans did. So the demon Baphomet inhabited the severed head of John the Baptist and told him to make the banking system. So this is why the banks are primarily demonic. A demon told them, a disembodied spirit of a demon, right? So those were the Knights Templar. So the Knights Templar later became the Pirates of the Caribbean. The pirate flag is the severed head of John the Baptist. The skull and bones is the severed head of John the Baptist. They're there to avenge their slaughter and get their money back, because the King of France and the Pope ordered the killing of the Knights Templar at one point. Um, and so the Knights Templar then eventually became the Masons. The Masons are guarding this Pope to this very day, along with the Swiss Guard. What's interesting is one of the Masons tried to assassinate the Pope a few years back. The Masons are still guarding the Pope. They considered that an isolated incident, and the Swiss Guard are guarding the Pope still. So the demon Baphomet happens to be symbolized by the island in central California. And if you see at Google Maps and you look at this, that looks like a goat head right there. I'm going to overlay the image right there. So that with that information, you could see how this failing of this dam is just unbelievable.